And now we are on to the Prince of Swords. The Prince of Swords is called the Angel of Turbulent Thought. Any of the princes represents any of the air signs, any of the signs in which they are a suit. In this particular case, this card represents any air sign. The positive qualities of this card is that this is a very intellectual aspect. It represents people who are full of ideas. These people are in constant movement like the wind. They love thinking and questioning everything. They love to philosophize about all the latest events and consider themselves the intellectual elite. They love to take opposing views just to see what will happen to the conversation. The negative quality is that they are ungrounded about the practical application of their ideas. They depend on others to handle the details. They can be cautious and picky. They are easily bored and change for no apparent reason. The interpretation of this card is that it is a reminder to ground all of your ideas into reality. You must be willing to be responsible for what you create. Are you willing to see this project through to its completion? Are you overthinking to the point that you can get yourself stuck and talk yourself out of doing something constructive? If this card shows up representing you, it is time to be careful about what ideas you may be creating that really don't serve the greater picture. Ask yourself the question, am I interested in only getting ideas but not really interested in doing them? If you are not really interested in following through, these ideas become a waste of time and effort. You might be better served to take action in some other area of your life rather than thinking of just all the possibilities and getting stuck. Reversed, this card means that you are caught in the endless maze of the mind. You may not be willing to find a creative solution to the problem at this time. You may not be sleeping well. This will cause you to feel neurotic and sharp-tongued. Notice if you are taking your stress out on others. With this card reversed, you need to take charge of your inappropriate behavior and choose to do something different. Are you becoming erratic and unpredictable? If you constantly need to change things, notice if that is confusing others. Is this behavior really being helpful and constructive? Do you create confusion in order to feel in control? Are you creating problems just to show that you are the boss? This is a form of tearing others down. It has negative consequences over time. Stop and see that the constant change and the constant need to change is coming from a fear of failure. If you always have to make changes, then it looks as if you are trying to make it the best. In reality, you might be destroying the very thing that was magical about the original idea in the first place. So with this card, what I always like to notice is that the chariot is being dragged by men crawling on the ground with coins in front of them. And what this means to me is that there's this person who is in the chariot who basically is using others in order to get what they want. And they want other people to do all the work. And they do that by throwing money in front of them. But notice that those people are crawling on the ground and not doing very well. It's very important to take responsibility for your ideas and choices, to be willing to do the work. And it's not that you shouldn't delegate, but it's really important to notice that are you using people to get what you want without really doing the steps necessary to make it really happen.